Pisces. Welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I'll be doing your love and relationships reading for the time period of June 21st to the 27th, 2021. These cards did not want to go together at all. Wow. That shuffle did not work well. Let's try that again. There we go. More fluent. Alright, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Five of Pentacles. And what's in your challenge? Sorry guys, I'm really trying to get this all in here so you can see it. This lighting this time of the morning at the cottage is pretty... I never realized till I tried to do readings on this table. The Death card. And what's benefiting you? You have the Four of Wands, message from Spirit. You have the Knight of Cups as well here, and the King of Cups in reverse. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Five of Pentacles. I feel like you've been having to go through, it's in your challenge, I feel like you've been having to go through some rough patches within a family environment. I feel like saying, I don't know if it's necessarily your household alone. It feels like maybe some of you may have had mother issues. Like they didn't. I feel like as if like this is the mother ignoring the child. No matter whether they're injured or whether they're... I'm not saying they didn't take care of you. What I'm saying is their attention... you didn't get the attention from your parents that you would have liked growing up. This is stemmed through to your relationships with your children as well. Or will, if you don't change the way this is going. You still have issues with that. This Death card, I feel it will benefit you to end, maybe seek therapy if you need to for that, or just focus more on yourself and mend yourself if you're able to just change the negative thinking about it. I think some of you may be getting more attention from that parent that didn't give you the attention when you were younger. You've always felt, but it's too late now because you feel this need to constantly do things to get their attention. Growing up, you may have been a little bit of a volatile teenager. You were rebellious and the attention was always negative. You got the attention, but it was always negative. And they couldn't see it for what it was, so they just kept blaming you for the situation, and not taking responsibility for how it was that they raised you, or how it was that they treated you growing up. I feel like with the Four of Wands here, it has negatively affected how you're living now. You aren't able to tap into your full potential because you always feel like a failure because of what happened with your upbringing and the relationship that you had. Remember, this isn't everybody. It can't resonate for everybody, but I'm just telling you what I'm feeling at this moment with these cards. I'm not saying everybody had a terrible childhood or anything. This is obviously specific to only a few people's situation. Could be more than a few, but I feel like the Knight of Cups. I feel like the Knight protects the king. With this king in the reverse, I'm feeling like some of you may be dealing with this within a relationship, but I'm saying it's extended from what you went through in your childhood. Something here that happened in your childhood causes you to be like this. I feel like you're constantly overly trying to throw love on a situation, almost to the point of manipulating the situation. For some of you, you need to recognize what it is that you have been doing, and in order to fix the situation that you have within your relationships. The King of Cups in the reverse. You need to learn that you do not need what do I want to say, to keep this constant striving for you. You overly smother people with I feel like with love, because you didn't get that like that as a child. I'm not saying they didn't love you. I'm just saying maybe they weren't capable of showing you the love that you desired or that you needed at the time. And it can set people off. It can, maybe you're being too it could be a clingy feeling here. I don't feel like it's clingy, but it, like, not clingy, but needy. You might be acting more needy in the situations, or your relationships around you, than you even realize you are, and you maybe should step back and see, because it may set people back away, or it turns people. I don't want to say turns people off. I mean, it turns people away when you keep. You gotta have constant acknowledgement from them, or you don't feel like they love you, or you don't feel like they care if they're not continuously doting on you. I do think it stems from a childhood negative behavior stemming from your childhood, is how I want to put it, I guess. And it will benefit you to stop this. And in this, I mean this over wanting of attention from people around you. You gotta let them have time to have the spotlight too. It feels like you constantly have to be. I think I hate to think like this, but I feel like someone here even may have ruined a wedding. Like you don't even realize you did, but the way you acted or whatever clothes you wore were like you wanted to stand out. You wanted to be in the spotlight because it's just embedded in you to do this. And only you can change the way this is. Take it how it resonates. Whoever that's for, you'll know who you are. If you think back on what has happened within your relationships up until now. Okay, guys, let's clarify this Five of Pentacles and this Knight of Cups, please. Spirit, please clarify for Pisces what's going on with this Knight of Cups energy and this Five of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. I'm going to put that right there. The Knight of Wands, clarifying the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. But the Knight of Wands is in reverse. Educate yourself. I feel like you have a hard time learning as well with this Knight, and a hard time placing roots in relationships, because for some reason you always feel like, well, not for some reason, for the way you felt when you, as growing up, you feel like and here we are again. You got a cat here, and there's a mouse and a shoe in front of him, not even paying attention to it. That's what it feels like. You need more attention than what some people are willing to give. or I think maybe you exhaust them to some extent. Some of you, like I said, this can't be everybody, but I feel like it has affected relationships. Some of you may have already been through this and have fixed the situation, or have seen it for what it is and are working on fixing this as well. But I think, like you say, you're all on different levels with what's going on with you, different different phases of it. So this may be someone who's just beginning to acknowledge that you some of the things that you do are part of the problem in your relationships. Like, I'm not trying to blame anybody or make you feel like it's all your fault. That's not what I mean here. I just mean that some things that you hold on to as the way things are embedded from earlier experiences, possibly as far back as when you were a child. And you should look within yourself and see what it is, if that is the case. That's a way of you at least knowing, so you can try to fix the situation. Okay, you have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Let's put them down here. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Five of Wands in the reverse as well. I'm gonna do this. This Three of Wands, I think some of you are in a relationship that is actually wonderful, but this the way that you are might not let you see it for what it is. That's why the Three of Wands in the reverse. Three of Wands can represent your ship coming in, dreams coming true, luck coming in here, and it's in the reverse. I feel like you're blocking it and you don't realize you're the one blocking it, or not seeing it. You're not blocking it so much as not seeing the beauty in your situation, or the love that's within the relationships that you have. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, not able to see the growth that has happened for yourself, not stunted, not able to, some of you may not be able to grow more beyond where you are. And I feel like part of this is because you don't believe you might not believe that you deserve the recognition, because of, I keep going back to, it feels like you're something in the childhood. Five of Wands, it's a message from Spirit at this on this end. I feel like if you've been arguing or having disagreements with a loved one over I don't know if I want to say receptivity of your of you in general, or of your actions, you need to be aware that you need to talk to them. Instead of fighting with them, you need to sit down and tell them how you feel, and sometimes that'll let some emotion out, and you'll understand, and they'll let you know what it is exactly that's bothering them, that makes them kind of standoffish or not want to pay attention. If it's overly this over I don't know, this over aggressive behavior, expecting attention from certain things. Maybe you're doing things that just don't make any sense just because it'll bring attention. It's all something that's set in your ways from childhood, and you need to sit down and talk with them and see if this is why this argument is going on, and keep your mind open. And I feel like saying keep your mind open and your mouth shut and listen. Okay, guys, let's see here. I'm going to pull a Dark Mirror Oracle before I close the reading. Guys, what else do you have for Pisces before I close this reading? What else do they need to know? What else do they need to be aware of in this situation? Artificial heart. This is like the third time this card has come up in my readings this week. My love readings. Oh, let's see here. Number 12. Building oneself to specification, steeling oneself to adversity, dreaming of electric sheeps. It's not a job of feelings, it's scripted, like a job of numbers. Actually, it feels like a trade-off. We find refuge in the rational mind, which in turn gives us back the illusion of control. But we still feel, still long to live through our emotions fully. We are truly like an artificial knight that wants to become a real person. Happiness is not in numbers, but it's not because numbers are bad, it's because there is nothing that alone can grant happiness and guarantee it. We trade in the natural word for artificiality, and then we blame this choice as the reason why our sky has no color. What if it's not actually connected? What if it's just an excuse? What if even an artificial heart could be and fall in love and drown in sorrow? I don't think a lot of you are understanding that maybe the root of the problems in the relationships that you have are stemming from things that you are doing, because your thoughts and your heart and everything are trained that way. It's your fault, but in a way it's not your fault either, because that's the way you were taught to love. Okay, let me pull a Grace card to end the reading. As always, take it as it resonates. This may or may not be your reading. You'll know. Ooh, that was quick. Peace. When we balance silence with activity, we discover true peace of mind, the source of all joy and happiness. Yeah, feeling like you need to take the time and with some silence and think about what happened as you were growing up, and what how this may be affecting how you perceive others' actions, or the things they say, or the tone of their voice. It may all have be a key in finding out what it is that's truly making you unhappy about a situation, or not making the other person unhappy. And comfort. Lean back into the arms of grace, let go, and let God. Yeah, I think you just need to some of you may want to find someone to talk to about it. A therapy maybe. Sometimes we can't get over these things because they're embedded from years of this kind of treatment. Or talk to your person. Talk to the person that you're having these issues with, and let them know how you feel about, and they may be more understanding than you think about why you may be reacting to things the way you are. Okay, Pisces, that's it for this reading. Check your Sun, Moon, and Rising always. Take what's for you and leave the rest for somebody else. The energy, if it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. It can't be for everybody. A lot of my readings are pretty specific to certain situations, but that's the way it comes out, so that's the way I have to tell it. Alright guys, like, share, subscribe, have a great week, and I will see you next video.